Welcome. I'm Professor Levain and this is Bread 101. If you are looking for theories in advanced Neolithic underwater basket weaving, that is down the hall and to your left. Is everyone still here? Alright, we'll begin. Today we are talking about Baker's percentage, also commonly called Baker's math. This is a rather ingenious yet simple way to formulate and share a recipe for others to easily adapt and execute. Or if you prefer, the recipe is like totes better this way. The basic principle of Baker's percentage assumes that all ingredients are measured as a part of the amount of flour used. In other words, the amount of flour used provides the standard for what 100% is. Don't think of it as a pie chart in which all ingredients add up to 100%. Think in terms of bar charts, where the weight of flour represents 100% and all other ingredients are measured up against and expressed as a percentage of flour. Can anyone tell me why Baker's percentage uses weight instead of volume when measuring? Anyone? Baker's percentage uses weight because measuring ingredients by weight doesn't require added conversion rates like volume does, which means the weight of flour is what all other ingredients by weight are measured against. And as an added bonus, measuring by weight is more accurate. I think an example is needed here. Let's assume we have a recipe that calls for 100% flour, 80% water, 2% salt, and 10% leaven, which is a fairly common high hydration sourdough recipe. This means we start out by determining how much flour we want to use. For this purpose, let's also assume we want to make 2 loaves of sourdough, which means we might want to use 1,000 grams of flour. As stated above, this 1,000 grams of flour now sets the standard for what all other ingredients will be measured against. So to keep the recipe the same, we'll need to add 800 grams of water, which is 80% of 1,000 grams. Then we will need to add 20 grams of salt, which is 2% of 1,000 grams. And how much starter will be needed for our 10%? Anyone? That's correct. We will need 100 grams. By expressing recipes in Baker's percentage, there is far more flexibility in altering a recipe, especially for quantity. This is especially helpful for bakers that need to make perhaps 200 loaves on Saturday, but maybe only 75 loaves on Tuesday. Also, having a standard in which recipes are expressed allows for greater comparison, discovery, and mastery, which leads to better exploration and creativity, which ultimately leads to better bread. I often remind myself of this principle when I am prone to rebel against standards and measures because they feel too restrictive. As you can tell, I'm a bit of a loose cannon, and I often feel I am far too creative and free-spirited to follow the standards. But in reality, creativity, like most things, is a practice, a series of repeated processes that grow to something greater than the sum of its parts. Of course, spontaneity is magical, but isn't it the existence of a standard of expression that gives spontaneity its real meaning and beauty? Like a break in sound creates the wonder of music, lest it simply be noise. But this is a philosophical debate, and we are out of time. As always, you may visit me during my office hour or leave your question in the comments below.